Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Trade by Numbers. If you've been hearing that sound in the background the last couple of days, it's because I got my incubator going. We got a whole bunch of chicks in there. I'll make sure that when they hatch out, I'll give you a little video of that. Let's talk about the stock market. Now, almost nothing moved the way we wanted it to yesterday. We picked up a bunch of positions on Monday, and everything was pretty much going in the wrong direction yesterday. The only thing that closed yesterday up for me was the play on MMAT. Now, I called out MMAT yesterday morning. I said it looked like it was getting a good setup. I did end up taking a position in that, and those closed up very nicely yesterday. And what I'm doing with it is actually a little bit of a different play. I bought a couple of months out strike price and bought it at the dollar strike. The reason I did that is because if this runs up like it did before over the next few weeks and runs up there in the $1.25, $1.35, $1.45, $1.55, then that $1 strike call option is going to be worth a considerable amount. And considering where it was at, I picked them up for 3 cents a piece. So $3 a contract. I picked up a bunch of contracts, but I figured at that point there's almost no way for it to go down, of course, unless it doesn't reach the dollar strike, which if it doesn't, then that's a risk that I'm willing to take. But I did load up on them. Those could wind up being worth a fortune. If you missed out on that, the stock is actually down a little bit. Of course, options aren't open yet, but the stock is down a little bit. You might even be able to get them as cheap as I did or even cheaper. But that's how I decided I wanted to play it. I started just to buy a bunch of stocks. I was like, you know what? I've never bought, most of the time when I'm buying options, I'm buying something just out of the money. I've never bought an option where I was expecting something to explode and move up that much. That's what I did on this. We're going to try it out, see how it works, and you're going to get to witness it live. So that is how I decided to play MMAT. And other than that, like I said, just nothing moved our way yesterday. However, this morning, let's see here. Let's start with the market here real quick. The market is down 0.18% here in the pre-market, and most of my watch list is actually in the red at the moment. However, we got crypto in the green. Bitcoin up considerably this morning. Ethereum up almost 3%. Solana up over 3%. Polymatic up 4%. Crypto is running very nicely today. So how the market ends up playing out today, I don't know. We got so many things going on. You got everyone out there talking about, is the Fed going to crash the market? You got the tensions over in Russia heating up. You got all this stuff that says the market should be coming down, and yet the market's continuing to try to push. It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of out of touch. We talked about, is this a bubble? This is exactly how a bubble reacts, because a bubble doesn't react to everything going on around it like the normal market would. So it's interesting to watch everything. You already know my position as far as long term on this. I definitely see the market coming down. But we're going to move around. We're going to make some plays along the way, because like I've always told you, it doesn't matter whether the market's going up or coming down. There's money out there to be made. But with that being said, our Alibaba play is up over 5.5% in the pre-market. Now, if Alibaba opens up right where it is, then my call contracts are going to be worth a nice little penny there. So really happy to see that. And let's check out the UVXY. I scrolled right by it, didn't even look at it. Right now we're sitting flat. I'm really happy with this play though. Like I said, I bought these contracts a pretty good ways out, and the stock that I bought, I'm really happy with my price on that. I'm looking for that explosion upwards over the next couple of months. So I think there's a good, easy 20% upside, if not a 40 to 50% upside from where the UVXY is if we start seeing that volatility in the market, which I am expecting to see at some point. When we start seeing this market really start to sell off, maybe it won't happen till next month when the Fed comes out and they start being more aggressive, or however that plays out. But if this comes to pass, if the market does start to sell off and we start seeing that volatility index come up, because let's face it, the VIX is pretty low right now. We're barely over $20. Anything under $20, that is like extreme greed. And whenever you have extreme greed, what follows that? You start getting extreme fear. And if we start moving up toward the extreme fear, we start seeing that VIX run up into the high 20s or even low 30s, let alone if they were to get above that, then we could see the UVXY really take off. And that's what I'm banking on. So, kind of a little bit long-winded today, just getting everything organized, getting my own thoughts organized, and I hope that you're out there trading, doing very well. What was your best stock of the day? Let me know if you're following along. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, because when we start giving this money away, the only requirements is you gotta be subscribed to the channel, you gotta be a member of the Patreon. So until next time, be blessed, and remember, never trade with your emotions, always trade by the numbers.